Мы сегодня приехали в музей гоночных болидов. Не гоночных болидов, а машин. Сейчас будет какое-то кино. Сегодня мы приехали в огромный гоночный музей, и нам дали какие-то... Нам на почту придут фотографии, как мы на большом экране на фоне машины. Вот тут Роме, надо сейчас, папа поможет Роме вести какой-то зип, что-то, какой-то код надо будет вести. Мне мама помогала. Так, сейчас мы подождем, пока Рома сделает. А пока вон там нам вот тут какие-то штучки нам выдают, я не знаю, сколько нам не дали. Вот тут дали нам вот такие вот палочки. Они чтобы можно было тыкать по экрану. Вот, смотрите. Вот. А тут мне нужна будет такая карточка, но я не буду ей пользоваться. Вот тут надо провести этой штукой. Вот у меня в кармане эта карточка, я только что уже сделала. Вот с помощью этой штуки можно управлять. Вот. Фоткай. Вот. Это я на большом экране, видите? Видите меня? Это я на большом экране. Я на большом экране. можно управлять. Так вот их можно управлять. Такой стул, это непонятно. Наклонен. А вот стул обычный Toyota. Гонки Nascar — это просто обычные машины, только переделанные. Шар. Пойдем сюда. В моих видео я вам показывала, что вот этот трек, там проходила новогодняя иллюминация. Мы смотрели, мы там стояли в очереди миллион лет, вот, и там проходила новогодняя иллюминация. Это не совсем гоночные болиды, это просто, это вот такие машины, вот, которые вы сейчас видите внизу. Как эта машинка называется? Молния МакВин. Вот такие машины как раз были в гонках молнии Маквина. А, кстати, это не молния Маквин, вот там на большом экране сейчас белая, красная. Нет. Да. Как раз в городе Шарлотт вот это похоже на эти гонки Nascar. Обычно какой-то малепусечный город в Америке. И вот он такой популярный. Это я не понимаю, как это возможно вообще? Нью-Йорк. Огромный город. Мы там даже, можно сказать, практически ничего не видим. А Шарлотт, мы тут живем уже сколько. И вот столько предзамечательностей, я даже не знаю, сколько. Шарлотт очень хороший город. Кто живет в Америке, сюда приезжайте обязательно. Я вам советую, пожалуйста, в Америке. Кто сейчас тут? Моя Маквина. Ставьте лайк, подписывайтесь на мой канал и жмите на колокольчик. Всем пока! 50 лет назад вот такие машины бывали. 50 лет назад. Вот такие.
Buddy Baker has done it. Speed, ladies and gentlemen, is a new world record for 500 miles.
I'd like to say a lot of things. I just don't.
Вау, круто, машина без всего. А это что такое? Это вы.
Nascar engine tuning. Every track places different events. Longer speedways require consistent high speed or short braking or short braking First, select the 100 point from your track. Second, estimate the approximate.
Смотрите, что сейчас будет. Да-да-да. Вот. А, я понял. Надо, каждый планшет отвечает за свою часть. Вот, сейчас папа с Ромой будут после этого против этого пацана, а потом мы против кого-то папы. Готовы как, Ром? Готовы сейчас. Вот там Рома, а вот там папа и мальчик, а Ром сейчас один с папой.
Ready, set, go! There you go, now pull it out. There you go. Boom, there you go. Oh, I'm sorry, it's good. It's alright, I'll reset so y'all can Hey, good job, you guys, good job. Oh, it's because y'all it's messed up. You let it down while the gas was in the air. If you need to adjust it any way you need to, just push it to the left and it'll work there for you as well. I'm going to say driver start your engines. You're going to hit the gas pedal. It's going to start the car up. Put it in second gear before you leave pit road. Follow the pace car. It's only 1 lap pace lap. Then it will go into pit road and everybody will get their green flag a few seconds later. Any questions so far?
Вот здесь настоящие люди садятся и пишут перед экраном, как они едут, и они могут обгонять, там, сбивать, и они выигрывают. Сейчас мы заплатим, и я думаю, сяду. Один. Вот. Сейчас пока сейчас забыл эту штучку.
Сейчас я
А сзади всех я еду.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside road now. Pit road is closed. Let the 18 car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Стой, тормози.
Давай.
18 car, get ready. The pace car is in. Let the 18 car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out. Green, green, green. All right, man. 20 to go. Go get him.
Я не умею водить машину. Я не умею водить машину.
NASCAR uses wind tunnels to test these forces on the race car. Downforce is the force of air pushing down on a car. Race cars use a splitter on the front of the car to increase downforce for improved stability and handling. Drag is the resistance on a car as it moves through the air. NASCAR teams use a spoiler on the back of the car for improved acceleration to increase downforce and reduce drag. Rules define the size of splitters and spoilers for each track. By controlling how air flows over the car, NASCAR works to ensure that the race is both fair and exciting. Push the button. Great! You added a splitter. See how the splitter pushes air around the car, forcing the front down? The width of the splitter determines how much downforce a car will have in the front. The wider the splitter, the greater the downforce. You added a spoiler. See how the spoiler redirects the air to push down on the rear tires? The height of the spoiler determines the amount of downforce on the back wheels unless your car is race legal and ready to head to the track.
Походили, вам все показали. Сейчас мы уже, можно сказать, в конце видео. Так что приятного вам просмотра, что вам могу еще сказать. Пока что вот тут не знаю, что делает. Не знаю пока что это. И заранее всем пока, ставьте лайки, жмите на колокольчик. И не забудьте на меня подписаться. Обязательно. Это обязательно, потому что у меня всего 16 подписчиков. И не забудьте оставить комментарии. И расскажите своим друзьям, и пусть эти друзья расскажут другим, и другие пусть подпишутся. И приятного вам просмотра. Заранее попрощался, а не то потом будет долго, и может уже будет ничего интересного. Так что приятного вам просмотра.
Than any racetrack or any car, man is the machine that drives this sport. Every race is a pilgrimage. Fans come from everywhere, and their loyalty is unparalleled. Millions of men, women, and children follow NASCAR. The sport that came of age on smooth speedways across America was born decades ago on the rough mountain roads of Appalachia. This is moonshine, whiskey made in homemade stills. It's illegal, but in the American South of the Depression era, bootleggers ran shine just to feed their families. The only thing that could stop a bootlegger was the law. But the law had to catch them first. And sometimes the only thing between a moonshine delivery and jail was a lead foot and a rebuilt engine. So mechanics went to work, making cars go faster than the speed of law. Before long, bootleggers bragging about who had the fastest car headed for a place where they could race. When the races came to Daytona Beach, fans flocked, and beach lovers gave way to speed lovers. The course ran up the sand, then down the highway that ran beside them. Races were wild, and wildly popular. The Daytona Beach races boosted the popularity of stock car races running on dirt tracks and at state fairgrounds across America. But many were disorganized and dangerous. If something wasn't done soon, stock car racing could go from the fairgrounds to just another sideshow. So in 1947, at the Streamline Hotel, driver and race promoter Bill France presided over a meeting of fellow promoters, drivers, journalists, mechanics, and officials. NASCAR was born. In its first decade, the new organization was small, just trying to keep the wheels on the road. But NASCAR attracted the best drivers, mechanics, and owners. More fans and sponsors soon followed, growing the sport. Mechanics and engineers worked tirelessly to squeeze more power and performance out of each car, while drivers pushed themselves to the limit. The sport started in the South, but as it expanded coast to coast, some of the short tracks were replaced by grand speedways. As the sport grew, stars emerged and competitors became rivals, like Petty and Pearson.
Pearson slingshot him as he comes down low. It's going to be Pearson winning it.
Yarborough and the Allisons.
He slides on the outside. And there's a fight. The temper's overflowing.
Earnhardt and Gordon battled it out on the track, adding fans along the way. As drivers pushed the limits of speed, crashes got more dramatic.
Hang on. Check up.
Oh, tricky run, slamming toward the wall. Crashing, rolling over, side over side.
But NASCAR continued to implement technology to minimize their impact. Today, state-of-the-art safety innovations in the car and the track keep drivers safer than ever before. Each race provides its own challenges. Mechanics work to build the best car possible for both track and driver. Pit Road, the strategy center of the race, where crew chiefs make critical decisions to put their driver in position to win. Pit stops used to take minutes. Now, just seconds, as highly trained crew members act in a choreographed ballet to get their car and driver back on the track ahead of the competition.
P4, we're ready. This time, 4 tires. They'll rip a tear on one of them windshields.
Right side tires are on, 4 tires, and fuel.
Ready? Hard.
Race off pit road to first Denny Hamlin. Races can be won or lost on pit road. In addition to its top 3 national touring series, NASCAR sanctions races on the international, regional, and local levels on more than 100 tracks across America and around the world. Each series produces its own stars. Some of racing's biggest names started in NASCAR long before they ever drove at the premier level.
So many times it's easy to overlook the fact that we're living history right now.
43 of the world's best drivers, more than 30,000 horsepower, about to be unleashed in the Great American Race, the Daytona 500.
Drivers, start your engines!
Do our jobs. Remember, your job depends on the next man's job, so get your job done and hopefully win a victory lane.
Stay ready. Be patient. Let's be intense all day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
All right, man. Enjoy yourself. We're here with you. You be smart. Good luck to you.
You know what we're gonna do today? Just execute here. Control what we can control.
Now let's get a big thumbs up. Go Rockets today. Have a good day.
Green goes in the air.
Green
Flag.
As much as things have changed, one thing remains the same. Every race is a competition between the greatest teams and drivers in the world and gives race fans an experience they will never forget. every battle between competitors has the potential to add another chapter to NASCAR's brilliant legacy. Skill behind the wheel, successful strategy, error-free pit stops, and a little luck are all necessary to take the checkered flag.
He is in jeopardy of not making the playoffs. He went wide in turn number 1. A critical mistake for Elliott. Harvick will get a great jump into turn 1. Dale Jr. not to be denied. Power move for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Truex Jr. fighting for his life. Alex Bowman will win in Chicago. Thank you guys so much. It's a family affair here in Kentucky. Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch get together. Kurt Busch will come on and win. That's how you do it, man. Chase Elliott is going to victory lane. Yeah, baby, yeah! Checkered flag waving, it's over. It's Earnhardt. Oh, yeah! Woo! 17 years ago, Kevin Harvick won his first ever Cup race. Here in Atlanta, he goes back to victory lane. Winning this race is the greatest feeling that you can feel in this sport. He's an older driver, and he's going to become a three-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion. Tony Stewart wins it. If this doesn't go down as one of the greatest championship battles in history, I don't know what will. Joey Logano is going to take Team Penske to victory lane in the championship. Let the celebration begin. Oh my God! Yeah! Career win number 56, championship number 2. Kyle Busch scores the win here at the Homestead Miami Speedway. He is a champion. Martin Truex Jr. putting an exclamation point on a near perfect season. Oh my God, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I can't believe it. I've wanted this since I was a little kid, and just never give up, man. Never give up on your dreams no matter what happens.
As each dream is fulfilled, the dreamer joins a list of NASCAR winners that reaches back to 1948. Racing's about competition, a desire to outrace all others. That's as true now as it was the first time the green flag flew.
Some of the great champions going in, exchanging the lead, lap after lap.
Sounded like contact.
Yes, it did. They bump, they touch, they rub, going down the backstretch, side by side, wheel to wheel.
Head-to-head battle by two of the greatest drivers.
This is what it's all about. He's got one shot left. Hang on. This is where there may be some contact right here.
Bumping and rubbing and pushing and shoving.
Here they come to the line. It's going to come all the way to the wire. To the 1,000th of a second. All right. What a finish.
A jubilant crew heralds the victory.
Every man on every crew has come out to the edge of pit lane.
Bobby Ellis wins it.
250 laps, 500 left turns, 1 backflip.
Heartbeat for Michael Waltrip, just unbelievable. Down there, hugging his brother.
David Jarrett won it.
California's Kevin Harvick does it.
Rusty Wallace has become Winston Cup champion.
Gordon wins.
Alan Kawicki winning.
Tony Stewart comes across the line victorious. Kyle Busch will score the win. Jimmy Johnson wins and scores a history-making 7th championship.
Common men who, thanks to their most uncommon deeds, make up a NASCAR Hall of Fame.
An honor that I'll never, ever forget.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Putting on the Hall of Fame ring, because this is the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. Thank you very much.
Here at the NASCAR Hall of Fame, we gather to celebrate NASCAR and place a capstone on the careers of those who achieve their dreams of glory.
Посмотрим. Пока.